You guys better listen up. I'm about to give you the down low on the secrets behind Chinese propaganda. Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is Nuance. My name's Matt. I'm south of Shanghai by a few hours in a city called Ningbo. I'm going to give you the down low on Chinese propaganda. So buckle up, folks. It's about to get real. In all honesty, I got contacted. It's been a busy week for me. I've been contacted by about 4 agencies from all around China, and each of them wants me to be part of their propaganda campaign. Dun dun dun! What does this mean? What kind of nefarious project am I getting involved in? Do I take the deal? The truth is that China, in my opinion, needs to do a really solid rebranding of what most of the world would call marketing or promotion. China is funny sometimes. Hello.
Hi, Matt.
Torrential. She said, hi, Matt. She knows me. Probably a lot of people here in Ningbo know me. It's pretty neat. City of 8 million people. Some people know who I am. That's cool. It's because I do so much damn propaganda. Yeah. Okay, so I got contacted by a bunch of agencies in Ningbo that want me to perform some propaganda for them, or be involved in some propaganda. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it, because I'm going to take some of these deals and you're going to see them in these videos, so I might as well lay the groundwork for it. So what are these propaganda projects? Are they me spouting the rhetoric of the government? Is it me trying to apologize for something terrible that's going on in China? No. These are just marketing departments anywhere. Just like somebody drinking a Coke and going, ah, or, you know, representing a retirement community, or going and promoting some sort of product or service. I don't know what happened and why they adopted and so wrapped themselves around the world propaganda, but man, oh man, do they like to use that word. Everybody seems to come from the propaganda department, and they do themselves such a disservice to do so, because in the eyes of everybody outside of China, or at least in America, propaganda carries a heavy weight. Oh wow, it smells great here. I love the smell of freshly cut lawn. Anyhow, one of the deals is a 3-day project in Wuhan. They are building some communities, and they wanted to kind of show the change over time. They wanted to invite me over and say, hey, take a look, make a couple of videos. When I do make the videos, you guys are gonna hear about, you know, how I got there and who's covering the tab. They're gonna show me some stuff. I made sure to say, hey, you know, you could show me, but I get to tell you, you know, my opinion, my honest opinion, whether I think this place is good or bad or whatnot. But China likes, it's so funny. Any other place, it would be like, my country likes to show the positive, likes to embrace the good things that are happening here. But if you try to do that same tactic in China, it's like they're trying to whitewash something bad by showing something good, which is so crazy. And then they don't do themselves any service by actually saying that they're working with the propaganda department. It's like adding insult to injury. Like, we're doing something cool here, we'd like to come and have you take a look. Right off the bat, somebody would say, damn it, China's up to something, like there's no way to win. But then they give you your card, they give you their card, and it says, you know, so-and-so from the propaganda department at Wenzhou, or so-and-so from the propaganda department at some company. Propaganda isn't just government. Propaganda is everything. So like when you see a commercial on TV wherever you are, if you're not in China, and it's, I don't know, like I said, Coca-Cola or Walmart or anything, if that was in China, the people that paid for that advertisement would have worked for the propaganda department at Coca-Cola or the propaganda department at Walmart. It wouldn't have been called, hello, it wouldn't have been called the you know, marketing department. It might have been, they do have marketing departments and they have promotional departments, but they're all kind of wrapped under the umbrella of propaganda. We want to invite you to take a look at our project and make some propaganda. It's so funny because, I mean, even these videos, I'm sort of making propaganda. Did he just say that? Is Nuance a propaganda arm of the Jayo Nation? Oh my God. I just thought about that. The Jayo Nation. I'm sorry, I'm huffing and puffing. I went to the gym just recently and I was exercising so much that I got a little raspy and so got a little carried away. But yeah, the propaganda arm of the Jayo Nation is Nuance. Gives me a chance to spout all that propaganda I couldn't do in my first channel, Jayo Nation. But honestly, in all honesty, it's very, very crazy how words that can be benign have inherited so much power, you know, power in a weird direction. I'm gonna walk up this little trail here. It's quite nice. It's a bunch of stairs that walk up here and go to the top. Eva likes to run up here. There's a whole thing up here I'll show you. It's very nice. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna be going on some propaganda trips. Anywhere else in the world, they would be promotional trips. They would be a chance to go to the countryside of fill in the blank country, fill in the blank city, fill in the blank township, and take a look at some good things going on. Because I like to look at good things going on. I like to be aware of the negative, but embrace the positive. I think everybody knows me well enough to know that. And there's far, far more people out there that are focused on the doom and gloom. I like to add a little nuance to the world, and you know what? Nuance can be positive as much as it is shedding light on the negative. It's a balance, right? So, yeah. I'd like to reach out to China right now, because I know that China is like a human being, and they listen to my videos and watch my videos. The subscriber who is China, because I know you're just writing notes down right now. Jayo Nation dictates what I should and should not do. Get rid of the word propaganda. Just delete it from your lexicon. It would solve so many problems. There's so many times that I'll talk to somebody and I'll say so-and-so from the propaganda department at such and such in China wants me to go on a trip, and when I do that, the American in me sort of grits his teeth a little bit, you know? He kind of hears himself speak in that old ideology that I carried with me from America, that sees that word so powerful, kind of comes up. And I'll tell you what, if it just comes up for me, if it just sort of raises its ugly head and says, ooh, you're obviously doing something wrong, if it even has the word propaganda in it, if it comes into my ears, and I've been in China for over a decade, think about what it does for most people. The power that it has for most people who've never been to China or never even been out of America, which is a huge percentage of people, or been out of their home countries if they're living in the West. The word propaganda is rough. What about you guys from wherever you're watching? If you're not in America, I kind of understand the feeling of the word propaganda in America, but does propaganda carry with it the same weight as it does in other countries? What about like Mexico? Do they have a propaganda department, or do they have does it carry as much power as it does for us Americans? I'm curious. I'm sure that like Russia, I'm pretty sure that kind of carried over from Russia, propaganda, you know? And I think it really, like I said, does a disservice. I've been approached by a lot of these places, and all they want me to do, all they're asking me to do, and they're asking me, I can take her these projects or not. There was actually a project that came to me, and I'm straight with you guys. Project came to me, and they're like, we'd like you to come to a place, and we'd like to have you say something, and they asked me to say something, and I says, no, that sounds a little bit too much like you're putting words in my mouth, and I turned it down. So there are those things, you know. You got to have your own moral compass to judge what sorts of projects you want to do and don't want to do, And I think you'd find a lot of those things even in the United States. Somebody would approach you and say, we want you to be the face of our blah, blah, blah. And you have to judge that based on, is that what you would regard as, and I'll use this word in my American lexicon, propaganda. Because me going to some of these villages and making videos, or going to some of these places in China, listening to what is happening there, looking at it with my own eyes and making a video about it, I don't think is propaganda. According to the Chinese definition of propaganda, it is. According to my American definition of propaganda, it most certainly isn't. And if projects do come to me that have this propaganda-ish feel, then of course I don't do them. Or they're an advertising agency and they're actually hiring me as a model to represent their brand, in which case I have to decide if that project is aligned with my values or not. I mean, how many people do you watch on TV and they're like, what are they saying? I drive the 2018 Hummer. I like, you know, like, or welcome to beautiful Disneyland, or whatever the case. Do you think those people love Disneyland? No, they were hired for a job. In China, they would be involved in a propagandist project. 100%. 100%. So if you're watching TV, every single commercial you watch is guided by a propaganda department. Every single one. Every single one of the people you watch in those shows that's presenting the product is a propagandist, according to the Chinese definition. I think people get tied around certain words and they can't distinguish the differences and the nuance involved in the different types of things, the different types of propaganda, the different types of promotion, what things mean and don't mean. I think that everybody, when they hear the word propaganda in America, they think of somebody standing at gunpoint spouting some sort of false rhetoric which will be used in a way to incite some violence or cover up some atrocity. That's why I've been hesitant and frustrated with the way that I've been sort of labeled, because I really like to see the positive in places. China's got a lot of amazing things going on, a lot of positive things. There are some dark sides to China. There's dark sides to every country. I say this in a lot of my videos, pretty much all my videos. But it's very, very easy to say Matt's on a propaganda trip, and see, it's propaganda. And then once that word is out of the gate, it just invalidates everything that I see and everything that I do, no matter what it is. Well, it was propaganda. He went and saw some kids. He had some fun. The kids were dressed up. They were having a good time. But he was part of a propaganda trip, so, you know, it's all fake. It's all fake. It's really unfortunate. It's like it almost erases any potential for anybody to understand anybody else a little bit better, you know? Like the whole trip is whitewashed. Well, Matt was on a propaganda trip. Anyways, I'm going to be going on some propaganda trips very soon. And I think that you guys are going to enjoy some things if you guys can have an open mind and you can kind of come along with me and we can see some interesting things in some interesting places in China. I think we'll have a good time. If you can't, and all you can say is that, you know, whatever Matt's saying is not true because he's on a promotional trip, then I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. You know, I recently went on a trip on my Jayo Nation channel that went to a few different places in China, and I even said in a video, I actually said they made me say propaganda, and I'll just tell you right now what that propaganda was. We walked into a village and they had some people with cameras. It was an old village. There was no military base in the village. There was nothing going on. And they approached me and they said, do you think this is a really beautiful village? Can you tell us how beautiful you think this village is? And I said to them, listen, I haven't even seen the village. I'm not going to tell you it's beautiful until I see it, you know. What do you think of this place? What do you think of this thing? None of it was tied to any nefarious motive. It was just a little bit uncomfortable that they were asking me my opinion before I saw it. Now, caveat, I ended up walking around a lot of those places. In the end, the things that they wanted me to say, I would have said anyways. Now, going and saying this place is a beautiful place and saying Chinese military is right for invading X, Y, and Z country, which they're not really invading any countries right now, but I'm just saying for the sake of what you guys might think propaganda is, don't you see there's a distinction, there's a difference? I don't know, I just think it's funny. If you were to go and you were paid by Coca-Cola to go to an event and they said, I want you to drink this Coke and tell us it's really good. Even if you don't like Coke, well, they're paying my bill, you're gonna drink, and you're gonna do that telltale sound. That person was propaganda for Coca-Cola. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? You know what I mean? I like to put myself in different shoes of different people at different times. If you can put yourself in the shoes of an American going to Las Vegas and walking down the street and jovial going, I love Las Vegas on camera, and then having them use that as a promotional video for Las Vegas, and you don't have a problem with that, but you might have a problem with me going on a trip to a village and saying, wow, from what I can see here, this village has made a pretty big improvement, and you know what? This old guy's kind of nice. I like this guy. Is one more propaganda than the other? Because, like I said, according to Chinese, the lexicon in China, the same thing. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys can take this conversation and understand the word propaganda and understand the nuance involved in it a little bit better. Because I really think that if we can understand the ways that people interpret different things in different places and don't simply take our understanding of that word or our understanding of that meaning and apply it to other places, that we'll all start to understand each other a little bit better. Anyways, thank you so much for this. It's been, wow, what a beautiful day today. It is gorgeous. Anyhow. I'll catch you later. This has been a nice talk. Hope you're having a good day. This is an interesting place. This is a science center. There's like a science exhibition center. There's a cool, what is that called? You used to go to them as a kid. They used to blow them up. You used to go inside. You remember those things? They used to be like a jumpy house, but they were, what is it? Why the hell can't I remember that? Tell me in the comment section. Tell me in the comment section what your interpretation of propaganda is. Let me know if you think I'm doing something wrong, if you think I'm doing something right. Let's have a discussion. Like I said, I'm open. I'm open. You will see me traveling a little bit more in the near future. We'll be going to some different places, picking up some different topics. If you have an idea for a topic, put it down below. You've given me some great ideas already. The last episode or a couple of episodes have been fantastic, so thank you so much for the comment sections in there, and I appreciate you. Have a good day. Jayo. Go outside, get some sun. I need to get some color. I need to wear some sunglasses. It's bright out here.